is up, YouTube? Back again, finally, with another LED light video here. I am going to be doing some awesome upgrades on the Ram, and to kick them off and keep them going, I'm going to be upgrading my high beams now. So I already dropped a video recently showcasing how to install the low beams and two LEDs, and it was absolutely worth it, guys. It always is. Today, I'm going to be showcasing Auxito's 9005 bulb here. That is the high beam bulb for the Rams. I have a Gen 4 Ram. It's a 2013. And I do have the projector headlights, but the bulb size should still be the same for yours. Again, I already changed out the halogen low beam bulb. If you don't know how to do that, check out my video on that. And as you can see, I've already swapped out the halogen for the LED in this light here. I'll showcase how bright they are and show you the difference. Just looking over how they look in physical form here, not with lighting. You obviously can see the difference between LEDs and halogens. There's just more of a sleeker design as well as a completely different technology design. It just explains itself there. So you got your fans here, the very quiet fan design. This also comes with the automatic decoder here, so you won't have to worry about your flicker or your power failure because your LEDs are too soft and too not drawing enough power for the truck, so it will turn them off. I've had no issues with these at all, and I'm already loving the look, guys. I can't wait to show you. So let's jump right into showing you how the high beams look compared to the halogens. I'll be showcasing the brightness in my garage here. It's not going to be like an out in the dark show. I will show you those afterwards. We get them both installed. But you obviously know LEDs are going to beam way brighter than halogens off the jump. Let me just show you a little bit of just how they look. All right, guys, starting off, here you go. This is your halogen side. Again, there's my LED swapped low beam. Your halogen, I can literally feel the heat radiating off this thing. I'm not going to show behind me yet because I have the LED in and it's already brightening up the entire area. Sliding over here. Look at that. Look at that. Again, guys, you know LEDs do not do justice in cameras because this thing is so bright, guys. I will have zero issues with visibility on high beams. I mean, this is insane. It's so bright, guys, that it's hard for me to look out of my eyes. If you can even see in there, you can see. It's so interesting looking on the camera because in my eye, it's extremely bright, but in the camera, you can almost see the LED just emitting that little ray of light. Paired up with the low beams, they look great, guys. It almost looks like one solid just beam of light. And to flip around here, I mean, you can see just how much of a difference. Just looking at the lower end of the Corvette here, you can see like down there, it's more of the dim. Over here, it's just extreme brightness, guys. The low beam or the LED high beams are a must. I don't even feel any heat coming from it, which is awesome too. And to show you here, the sound is extremely quiet. I hear nothing. I have two LEDs side by side running in there, guys. Extremely quiet. Again, showing over here one more time, and you can see why just exactly we need to go ahead and replace these puppies. So I'm going to jump in. I'm going to explain a little bit on how I did this. In my low beam video, I broke down step by step on how to remove the front grille and get your headlight assemblies out. I'll show you just quick little tips on how to do it, and I'll show you exactly what screws to take out from this point on here and what pin to pull in the back and what we're looking at once we open this thing up, guys. So let's just jump right on in. All right, so like I said, I will show you a little bit about how I took this off. So first things first, you're gonna get this piece right here. This is on the top of your truck. Right here, there's gonna be a couple of pins. You just lift up. You can use a flathead or you can use your hands, but right here, I just lift up with my hand, pop that one out, lift up with my hand, pop that one out, lift up that one and that one. And then those four come out and that automatically gets removed. Slide that puppy out the way. Then you're gonna have four 10mm bolts. You're gonna have one here, 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 and there. And you're gonna see them as soon as that comes off. You're gonna see those very clearly. Again, they'll be coming out of spots that look like that on your grill. Once you get that out, you then will start to pull back, and there's little pins. So the side pins are very easy to remove, but this pin right here, you'll be able to slide your hand down. If you just push down on it as you're pulling out real gently, it'll slide right out, no issue at all. And then you got this. Just like that, you've destroyed the front end of your truck within like 2 minutes. So it's pretty easy to do. And then once you get those off, so I've already done this side. I'm going to show you on this side just how easy it is to do, because I can get up in this wheel well right here and show you a little bit. But you have two 10mm bolts, so you're just sticking with that one socket size still. You got one here. This is a shorter one, and this is a longer one. And real quick, I'm going to tell you too, there's a shorter and longer of this as well. The shorter one goes on the inside bolt here, and then the longer one goes right here. And you can tell by the threading, one's plastic or multi-material, and then one's machine thread or metal, so you can thread in there. But pretty hard to mess that up because they just won't screw in. Well, once you get those two out, Ram thought it would be a good idea to have a nice little pull pin back here. I guess it's better than most cars having a super tough screw. Let me actually get some light in the subject here, and I will show you exactly where you go. Okay, so coming around here, I'm underneath my wheel well, and this is the same on the passenger. There's a little door right here that comes up. There's a little push pin right there. It pushes in here. You pull that out as well. Once you pull that out, you can look in here. Looking in here, you're going to see that white tab right in there. That is actually a locking tab. So you can't pull this out with that in there. Once that's locked in, you can try and pull, but you aren't gonna get it out. All you have to do is go in there with your hand and push up. When you push up, that will release it. You'll feel it go up. Then you can come back out, and all you do is just pull, give it a snug pull. You can pull if it's getting real tough and you're scared you're gonna fly away or pull this thing out, scratch or rip or break something. Come in here with your hand sitting on the side of your truck and just push in. It's really easy to get your hand in there. I got, larger hands, larger arm, and I can fit up in there and push, and then it'll come out. Once it comes out, I will show you what that looks like. There's gonna be a little pin connector that you disconnect. So I'm gonna go ahead and do all those steps on that one, and I'll meet you right back at the same spot. Okay guys, so you got your headlight assembly out now. Now you can see I got my wire. It's just one wire harness controlling all your lighting here, and it's just held in by a little pin right there that appears to be broke on mine, but you would push in, and it's still not broke, but you push in there, and then you can pull off and out. It's going to be hard to do with one hand, so get yourself like a flathead or some needle nose or anything like that. Push down on that pin, and then your whole headlight assembly will come right out. All right, guys. So once you have your headlight assembly out, you can lay it down, and you have your 4 8mm or 5/16 screws here. And all you do is just take these 4 out. It's going to expose the internals of your light here. This is a cover, weatherproofing cover. Do not forget to reinstall this, and don't lose any screws, because you don't want any leakage of moisture, anything like that to get in here, because it will fog up your lights extremely quick. So let me pop these off, and we'll show you what's going on inside. Okay guys, so now you got your cover off. You can see here, this is my low beam that I already have installed an LED on. So we'll just move that harness out the way. Coming over here, you're gonna see the high beam one tucked in, rather close, but very easy to access. Here is the red and black harness. Just lift up on that little tab and then pull out. Toss that off to the side. Then you're gonna turn your bulb here counterclockwise. It's gonna have some slots in there. You can see if you can see them. When I turn it counterclockwise, it actually comes right out, and you can just pull that bulb out. And there is the old halogen bulb. Don't touch these, but I'll touch them because I don't want it. I don't like halogen. So I'm getting rid of this thing. It's not getting reused. And just like that, it's gonna be all the steps in reverse. Let me go ahead and grab that LED and show you how that works. Okay, and just like that, guys, I got it in there. putting it in the slot and then just counterclockwise turning it, and you're getting it nice and locked in there. And as you can see, if you flip this around, you can look in and you can see your high beam somewhere. There it is. You can see it there. You want it nice and straight, just like that. So it gives that perfect beam straight out your bulb, utilizing all the reflectors inside your headlamp. Very easy to do. You know, just make sure you line it up nice and proper. Give your light a nice wiggle test. You don't want that thing wiggling around in there. And then you got your entire harness with its ballast. You just want to click it in. Now I will show here, it has two little latches for that clip, and notice this only has one. So sometimes you can get mixed up and get some reverse polarity there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just click this in. Try to do this with one hand. Click it in there, nice, and it's nice and snug. It seats in and clicks very smoothly. I'm just gonna lay my wires, my harness, and my ballast in here, making sure they're not getting kinked or crimped or anything like that. And what I'm gonna do now is, before I put this back cover on, I'm gonna take it over there. I'm gonna clip in my single harness, and I'm gonna go over, turn my truck, and flick my high beams, and just make sure that that high beam is working. You always wanna test, because if it's not, you're gonna come over here, you're gonna unclip that, and you're gonna spin this thing 180, push it in again, and try it again. Because sometimes, like I said, that polarity can be reversed. So let me go ahead, push this in the harness, and flick my high beams. Let's make sure this thing's working. All right, so obviously you can tell that those lights are working. I mean, you'll notice the difference, especially if it's your first bulb that you're doing. You're gonna be like, wow. So it's all good. We got them right. So I took my my moisture shield here, my protector, whatever you want to call it. Another thing too, I wanted to point out here, just showcasing that sometimes some of the bulbs you use will be so bulky that you can't use this. I noticed that their bulbs here, I have no issue. It seats on perfectly. I'm not like pushing down extra hard. It seats perfectly and flush. I have no issue at all. And now I'm just gonna take my 4 screws. I'm gonna screw them all back in nice and tight, just snug them up. And then we're gonna do everything in reverse. Okay, so we got everything back together now, guys. And I'm assuming, you know what they say about that you got it all back together right. You put your 10 millimeter here, your 10 millimeter there, and you pushed down on your little tab back there, and you closed your little trap door, and you're 100% good to go. You tested it again because you're just so damn geeked to, have, LED high beams. So you saw that you got that light working. Now you're going to go ahead and throw your grill back on. I'm going to show you how to throw that back on, where those screws go, and how to put this top piece on. So it's not rocket science, but you want to make sure it fits in properly. It's kind of impossible to put it in backwards or upside down. So we're going to go ahead, and now that we know we got it in right, we're going to find our little middle clip there. We're going to push that in. We can push that in at the bottom. It's going to click in. We can make sure all the way around we're pushing in and we're locked in place nice and secure, and we're looking good, and you didn't scratch your entire front bumper doing that. And now you can see, after pushing up just a little bit, you lock in a little bit on the side. Same over here. And you see your holes are lining up nice. Give it a little extra push. Make them line up nice and straight. And then go ahead and zap down your 4 10 millimeter bolts. Okay, so now you got that all tightened up, guys. I'm so proud. It's nice and snug, and it's back to looking like a Ram almost. If I close the hood, you wouldn't notice all this open stuff, but let's cover that up too. Let's come down here. Let's grab our little plastic cover. Let's just set it in place a little bit. If you didn't pull these out, you did it my way, you need to kind of look at them as you're going in. But once you get one lined up, it's pretty much every single other one is lined up. You just want to push them all in there, and they should line nice and tight, just like that. You want to find that hole, push down on that. Take your chipped up one, because you use the flathead to break it open, and push down on that one too. And once you push down on all these guys, you are fully put back together and you're ready to go. So I'm going to showcase just how bright these bad boys are out in some nighttime skies here in a little bit. We're going to wait till it gets a little darker. We'll take some shot of those, and I hope you guys enjoy. I want you to stay safe out on those roads, and remember that you can always use my Moderate Mods discount code, always at the bottom, always in the description below. Get yourself a little discount there from the Auxito website. Check out all the fine products they have for your truck, your car, whatever you're doing. If you're watching this video just because you want to see how a 9005 bulb looks, thanks for checking it out. If you learned how to take out and install a new high beam, you're welcome, and thanks for checking it out. And until the next one, guys, I hope you enjoy the night shots, and thanks again for checking out Moderate Mods. We'll see you later. Peace.